It's my understanding you both were in LA living 5 minutes from each other in the pandemic.
Yep.
True.
Okay. When Abigail was writing her unauthorized Bridgerton musical, um, Anna Grace, did you have any input on that or have any thoughts when
No.
she was doing it?
No, Abigail is, I've always called her like a mad scientist. I don't know how she comes up with the extremely catchy things she comes up with, but I already knew she had a lot of pop music out at that point that I was like a big listener of. Like I'm the original number one fan. So when the first things like came out and went viral, I was like, I'm not surprised. Like I've known this. But I think that I couldn't have predicted how much it would take off. But Abigail has always had like her finger on the pulse of social media and how to get like the world involved in what you're doing. She's inspired me. And now I'm the social media person, but it's always been Abigail first.
Abigail, does her opinion matter to you?
Oh my God. Yes. Like the opinions of all my sisters, my mom, the women in my life is so important. I mean, it's number one, like the reason I am who I am is because of the women that raised me, and that I was raised with. So their opinion is gospel. Like I've learned, and also I've learned from the mistake of not listening to their advice. Like it causes you more pain. You know what I mean? So like might as well just take their advice, because they're always right.
We
She is your
always
big
joke.
sister.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
always joke that like I have two moms because I have my older sister and my mom, and then Abigail has three moms because she has two older sisters and mom, and then Eliza Kate has four moms. It's a lot of moms.
Abigail, when you were doing this Bridgerton musical, the world was shut down. Six was supposed to open that day. It never opened. At the time, did you know about the show at this point, all those years ago?
I did. I was actually auditioning, like self-taping for the Chicago run of the show, and I got a call back for Catherine Howard just from a tape, and then like the next day the world shut down and it just like completely faded away. So I already
I remember
knew
that.
and loved the material. The songs are so bopping. It's like I have the utmost respect for pop music and musical theater, and it's just like the perfect intersection between the two, and I just love
Mhm.
it so much.
So you didn't so you did the audition and
hmm
then I guess the world shut down for a little bit. And then what did you think at that point? Okay, well, this I'm going to move on from this now.
Yeah, I mean, you can't, that's kind of what happens. Like, you don't hear from it, and you're like, well, I mean, I guess it's not going to happen, you know? And so you just move on. I was writing a lot of pop music at the time, and I thought that was what was going to do it for me, you know? And then I was like, I really want to be protective during this time, during this quarantine. What is it? What do they say? Like Shakespeare, whoever wrote their King Lear during the plague. And I was like, you know what? I feel like I could do that. And then me and Emily wrote the unofficial Bridgerton musical, and that, turned out to be the thing that like put me on the path. So
When did Six come back into your life again?
I guess a couple years ago, they were, checking for availability and seeing, if it was possible for me to come and do a run. And at the time, I was writing with Emily for a Disney film, and I couldn't.
Moana
But
too.
yes.
That's public. It's public now.
It is. Um, it's just kind of crazy for me to say it out loud still. But I didn't have the time or the bandwidth. And then I put myself on tape again for them, like probably 2 years ago. And it just never really lined up until the end of this year when I was like, you know what? I feel like my time in LA is coming to a close. I feel like this chapter has served me really well, but I'm ready for a change and I would love to be on stage again. And so then it was just like I got a call from Broadway and they were like, "Do you want to come in January and do this show?" And I was like, "Yeah." It's like, "Do
So,
I?"
so what were each of your reactions finding out that you got the role and that you were going to be on Broadway at the same time together?
I mean, that like the fact that like, it's just insane because I feel like I haven't auditioned for musicals so much. I've been doing a lot of on-camera stuff for the last decade, and I've been sort of like if something comes up, I'm like, oh, I don't know. Like I've been like just selective, maybe out of like fear. But when Ragtime came up, I was like, I know this role. This makes so much sense. And I called Abigail. I was like, I need like sit down. If you're standing up, sit down. And I told Abigail, and she was like, well, yeah, we knew this would happen. And then vice versa, I was like, oh my gosh. I think it was sort of like there was whisperings of it, like, is it gonna happen? And I was like, I can't get too excited yet. I have to calm down. And
Yeah.
it feels like just the most special time in the world to get to share like a shared dream of our whole lives together at the same time. Insane. I was Googling immediately after. I was like, have sisters ever been on Broadway at the same time?
Simultaneously.
And have there been?
Well, I think Jesse and Abby Mueller perhaps maybe overlapped a little, but like Hunter Foster and Sutton Foster also, I'm like, well, we're in a crazy company there.